Woo, it's a little chilly. What's going on, everyone? How's it going? I hope I find everybody well. It is a beautiful Saturday morning here in Virginia. It is a crisp, cool 45 degrees outside right now. I am currently headed to work, and today's gonna be a good day, you know? Gotta start the day off with the right energy, otherwise you're gonna have a bad day every time, man. But today's video, I kind of want to talk to you guys about, you know, going through just like a rough week, you know, or just going through, you know, a rough trading month, and just how much that can suck and how to kind of bring yourself out of it. Like for me personally, this past week, man, oh, rough. Talk about rough. Realistically, all of February was really rough for me. We're into a new month now, so things are starting to get a little bit better. We're starting to, you know, see some wins pop in, but man, I'll tell you what, for a little bit there, it was one of those, I think that was like really one of my first big, really bad patches so far of like, since I started trading and like properly, you know, am trading. That was like the first time that I've truly experienced a really bad just month of just crap. And I mean, I saw a lot of other people, you know, winning out through February and having great months in February, but for me at least, in my trading, man, I could not contend in February. It was not good at all. It sucked, but you know, it's one of them things that, again, it just happens, man. It definitely, it's hard to not get in your head whenever times like that happen. I sure know I was extremely in my head. I still kind of am, you know, because it's one of those things that makes you doubt everything that you already know. Like, can I really trade? Can I really do this? Like, maybe I just got lucky. Maybe I just, you know, whatever it may be. But I mean, me personally, I know that I can trade at the end of the day. Like, there's nothing that's going to shift my mind to think that I don't know how to trade. I mean, I've proven to myself already multiple times that I do know how to trade, you know. I'm not bad at this. You know, I know a little bit of something. I don't know everything, but I know a little bit of something. It's hard to, you know, tell yourself, oh, you know, it's fine. Especially after, like, if you're sitting here, you know, like for me personally, I was losing all month, man. I was just like L after L after L. I just could not catch a good trade. And like the thing that really irritated me the most during this time is the fact that I would win, but I would still lose. So I would do my analysis, be fine and everything, and then I would actually get it, or, you know, go to look for an entry into the trade, and then I would just miss my entry completely. Price would leave me. I'd get FOMO. I'd enter the trade, and then, you know, I'm just stopped out because obviously I got FOMO and entered the trade just way too late, or just, you know, trying to chase a trend, essentially trying to chase price, and that's not going to get you anywhere. You know, at the end of the day, the only reason that I am not mad about it, or just, you know, like, you know, just gonna let it get to me, is because, I mean, at the end of the day, the only person I have to blame is myself. I can't blame anybody else but me. Make sure there's no cop behind me. But you know, I can't blame anybody else other than me. I'm the one who placed the trades. I'm the one who decided to do those things. So what am I gonna do, get mad at myself? And then what's that gonna do for me? Nothing. Not a single thing. Because now I'm just mad at myself. Now I'm emotional, and there's nobody else that's not emotional coming to place those trades for you. So you know, I feel like the big thing with trading is cutting the emotions out, man. You got to cut the emotions out. If you can cut the emotional side out, then a lot of your problems go away when it comes to trading. Especially for me, like, I notice a lot of times a big problem of mine as of lately is just being right and just doing exactly that, just chasing price, when I know I have no business doing that. I know for a fact I have no business chasing price. And, you know, it's just one of those things that I've started to develop into a bad habit, and, you know, I'm working actively to try and break those habits. And that's another good thing to do, especially whenever you're, you know, having, I guess, just bad times in trading. If you notice that you're, you know, you're winning but you're losing still, then, you know, practice on patience, practice on the things that are going wrong. Ooh, tunnel. Oh, I love riding my bike every day, man. Ha! So beautiful. Oh, makes the morning ride to work so much better. But yeah, whenever, you know, I'm having a like bad month or something, like all I've been doing for the most part is just kind of paper trading, kind of just back testing, you know, making sure that everything is what it is, and trying to back test the recent, you know, month, like the days of the month, you know, especially all the days that I was taking L's on, because I mean, I had some green days, don't get me wrong, but, you know, I overall for the month, I'm definitely red at the current moment as of the month of February. I'll try and just work on what am I doing wrong. I'll try and, you know, note down the things that I notice with each trade that I'm taking each day. What was I feeling? Why was I feeling that? You know, what made me in that moment click that button? Like, what was the final thought that I had before I clicked the button? And a lot of times it was just, price will just keep going the other way. Price will just keep going this way. Price will do this. Price will do that. With no actual conviction as to price wanting to do that. You know, there was like no rhyme or reason to any of it. And it's like at the beginning of the month, you know, I started to delve into this blame game of like, oh, I'm gonna just blame, you know, the president. I'm gonna blame, you know, the tariffs that he's got going on. I'm gonna blame all this. And, you know, while those things do play a role, they play a pretty significant role in the markets, that's no excuse ever for me to sit here and, you know, blame that and not take accountability for what I have done. I could have just not traded any of this time. I could have just left everything alone, left all my accounts alone, and just sat here and just hung out, enjoyed life. You know, I didn't have to trade. I didn't have to do any of that. So at the end of the day, accountability is a very big key part to growing and learning your bad habits and learning what you can do from your bad habits and how to replace those with good habits. If you can't hold yourself accountable, I'm sorry, but you're just not going to get anywhere in trading. And that's just, and in my opinion, that's a fact, dude. Well, it's kind of a contradictory term, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I would imagine anybody in trading can tell you that. You've got to hold yourself accountable if you want to get anywhere within trading. You know, I'm more than willing to hold myself accountable to every last thing that I do wrong, you know? And me getting FOMO, me letting these old bad habits fall into, you know, my new habits and just get in the mix with, you know, my whole new, I guess, trading perspective that I have now compared to when I first started. Like, well, you know, I shouldn't still be doing stuff that I've been doing since I started, you know? I shouldn't still be doing things like that, realistically, or at least for me. You know, I know better. I made the mistake once. Why should I make it 2 or 3 times before I finally tell myself, okay, let's fix this, you know? I don't know. Yeah, trading, you've really, it all comes down to you. At the end of the day, you are your biggest risk, realistically, in trading. You will hurt yourself worse than anything. I'm about to weave these things. Wah! 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 But yeah, just, you know, hold yourself accountable. Take note of the things that you do wrong and try and just make that mistake once, you know? Again, take note of your feelings, your emotions. like, hey, before I placed this trade, I was feeling very anxious. I didn't, you know, I wasn't feeling confident in this trade. But I felt like I could see a setup there, so I decided to take it anyways. Okay, well, that's a problem. You felt like you saw something. So you didn't actually see the picture that the market was trying to paint you in that moment. You just felt like you saw it because you got anxious and you let your emotions take over your overall thoughts. That's a problem. Let's fix that, you know? Like, it's pretty much that simple. Just journal, you know, your problems and then go from there. Now, as for fixing those problems, everybody has different ways of, you know, fixing things. And I mean, at the end of the day, fixing something like that, it comes down to you and what your best way to, you know, deal with stuff is. I can't really exactly sit here and tell you, you know, hey, this way is like the best way to fix this, this, and this. Because, I mean, realistically, I don't know. You know, I don't know you. I don't know how deep your problem runs. I don't know, you know, what works and what doesn't for controlling your mental state. I know what works for me. Oh, that was the jewel smacker. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw that, but that, oh, that bump, that hurt. That hurt. Whew, give me a second, guys. Okay, back to what I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted by that pothole. I can't even remember what I was trying to say. Oh, but yeah, I can't tell you what works for you, man. That's something that you've just got to figure out at the end of the day, you know? You've got to do some internal digging. But I'm getting pretty close to work, so I will catch all of you later, and I hope all of you have a great rest of your week. I will probably be giving y'all a double upload this week, just to give y'all some extra content. But anywho, you guys be breezy. You have a great one. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.